What's good, YouTube? This your boy Rogue Scientist back to you with another video of 200 IQ tech and unheard of plays. Before I begin this video, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe to your boy. That'll help motivate me to create more awesome and roguish content. And I hope you guys all enjoy. Now, just to recap from the regionals in Iowa. Told you I was going to show you the deck I played, but unfortunately I took it apart because I didn't think it was not that much good because I had a crappy record. It was I wouldn't say it wasn't that bad, but it was okay. But most of it was due to me playing time, and most players I played heavy combo decks, and each of their turns takes as much as 15 minutes, almost, yeah, the entire time. So I'll probably get 1 or 2 rounds in. One round is them going off for like 20 minutes, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, I wish you can finish your turn so I can just go ahead and play, and then force defeat and go to round 2 to try to make something happen, and then they do it again, and then it goes into time, and you got to pay life points to even come up with strategies and boards to where it will set you up for next victory, or just don't play at all and then go into a draw. So my record wound up being, because I dropped round 8, so my record being 1 win, 3 losses, 3 draws. All of it were a time factor. Could have did something to win it, but time played an important part, and I play all combo decks. I will share or put the list of decks I've played against in the description, or you can just inbox me directly. But the deck did perform okay, but for as the rounds progresses, I just got a little less discouraging because everyone was playing this, everyone was playing that, and it wasn't no problem. I had outs, but it's that they take too long. Most of you meta players take way too long than needed to execute your inboards, and that is very problematic. And that's why I do not, and never will play combo decks. I would not use one because they take almost the entire time. You can go main phase 1 and 40 minutes is gone in less than 2 minutes, especially if you're going second. And that's why most of the times I went, because of dice rolls. I lost all dice rolls, but other than that, the deck was consistent. It just, I needed a little bit more time to execute a play to even get a match in. It'll be round 1 he wins, round 2 I win, round 3 we're trying to figure out where is it going to go, and then time is called, and then boom, draw or loss. So anyway, other than that, I did have a good time at least, and I picked up some cards that I wanted to have. And I don't know if I mentioned in the last video what deck I was playing, but if not, I'm going to mention the deck I was playing. So the deck I was playing in Iowa Regional was actually Eldlik, but the variant of Eldlik I was playing was with Time Lords. So Time Lord Eldlik did really, really good. It just time. They should have kept the original rule to where you got five full turns to make a comeback, and then after that, then it's decided from there. But it is what it is. So I took the deck apart. If you really want to see that list, just hit me in the inbox, and I have no problem sharing you the deck list because it is saved on my Dueling Neuron app. So that is saved, but it's not widely shared. Most of my decks I do not share to the general public unless you really want to see it. Just inbox me. It's just one of those things. It's really not necessary to share unless they want to know what's in my head. Then I just go ahead and exploit it through videos such as this. But I prefer to exploit it through videos so I can be motivated to make more videos, because as you can see, we in the middle of 2022 and I have not made enough video content. Plus I've been working too many jobs and I finally got some free time. So if you see my previous videos, I'm going back to a favorite deck of mine, which is Sacred Beast. I love that deck so much. I love Town Lords too, but I just got to figure out where I want to go with Town Lords. But in the meantime, I went back to Sacred Beast. Be sure to look at or find the Sacred Beast deck profile in my channel. So, but the reason why I'm sharing you this deck profile of Sacred Beast because I put a new engine in it. So this deck profile with Sacred Beasts is, I feel that will be they complement each other, and some people are playing this engine in many things, so I'm like, why not play it in Sacred Beast, a deck that's rogue that probably top your locals in. If you want to use it to either top your locals or have fun, something that's budget, since we got reprints of the cards now. Have fun, especially if you got the structures. So with this, I'm running Sacred Beast with the Albaz, engine. So as you all know, my main deck, extra deck, and side deck is pretty much universal. If you see my live twin video, I use the same side deck as that. So without further ado, let's go and check out what I have come up with this Sacred Beast Albaz deck profile. So this is a 42 card deck. I don't like 40. If you ask me why, I can give you a laundry list of reasons, but I don't like 42. I don't like 40. 42 is close to 40, but yeah. So we got the infamous focus. Yep. Albaz Sacred Beast. I guess you're wondering, how does it work? How does it complement each other? Well, you're about to see my iterations of the two together, and as you know, that Sacred Beast pretty much goes off when it goes off, and we got the support to do it, and Albaz is just the backup, just in case your starters don't work or your opponent negates your starters. You got the Albaz right there at the ready. So let's start with the main deck, which is 42 cards. We're going to start out with Phantasm Shimmer and Scraper, just one. Got the one Rabiel, the one Uriah, the two Haman. This is pretty much standard. You ain't got to get no more than that unless yours is based off Fusion Summoning and their big boss monster. And then their supporters, 2 Chaos Summoning Beast, 3 Dark Beckoning Beast, that is standard, and 2 Dark Summoning Beast. As you looked at my last profile, I ran 3 at one point, but now it's at 2. So this is the Sacred Beast package in terms of monsters. And then for the staple hand traps, 2 ash. And now let's get into the Albaz engine, which is 1 Aluber, 2 Albaz, and 1 Lord of the Heavenly Prison. And that's it for the monsters. And for the spells, 1 branded opening, 1 branded in red. Pretty simple, right? You don't need no more than that. I think it's a good ratio. 2 branded fusion, 1 dimension fusion destruction for the boss monster Armityle, 1 Cerulean Skyfire, 2 Fallen Paradise, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Deck Lockdown, 2 Opening of the Spirit Gates, 1 Allure of Darkness, 2 Foolish Burial Goods, and 3 Piri Reis Map. That rounds off of the spell cards. And as I say, I like this ratio a lot. And for the traps, just simple. 3 Imperm and 3 Awakening of the Sacred Beast. With my previous deck profile, I ran 2 of these and 1 skill drain, but 3 of these is pretty much norm. I want to keep my monsters effects. And that's the main deck. 42 cards, simple. For the extra deck, yep, 1 Phantom of Fury, 1 Chaos Phantasm, 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Lubellion, 1 Alba Linanis, 1 Albion, and 1 Brigand. That is the fusions for the Albaz. And then the train package, Juggernaut Libby, Super Dora, and Gustav Max, just 1. And then the Link, 1 Unicorn, 1 Dark, 1 Ip, and coming to an end, 2 Almirage. So this is the Sacred Beast Albaz deck profile. So there's a lot of things you can do with this deck. So I guess I can share little combos with you, depending on what your hand looks like. So I have no problem sharing a little combo. I mean, it's 13 minutes into the video, so why not? Because I just put this deck together a couple days ago, but I haven't used it yet. But doing like test hands from Dueling Neuron, the app, it shows that I get some really decent hands. I mean, hands really good, actually. And having that Fallen to Paradise once per turn Pot of Greed is like, yeah, that's really good, right? So those that are wondering how Sacred Beasts work, they pretty much, you can pretty much go off with the right combination, and your opponent's main focus, if they know you're playing Sacred Beasts, they're going to stop your starter. And once they stop your starter, that's it. So you got to do everything in your power to make sure that your starter always resolves. So that's why I put in the Albaz package, because if they go after my starter, then this Albaz package is going to catch them off guard. So give it a couple more shuffles. Give me a thumbs up. So remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe to this deck profile. Let me know what you think in the comments of this concept. And I will be posting updates on it to let you know how I do in tournaments and stuff like that. So I want to, put Sacred Beasts on the map in terms of competitive play. Will it see competitive play? Or will someone look at this channel or this deck profile and be like, hey, I see where you're going with this and maybe work. Let me give it a shot. Yeah, make sure you just give me credit. Because as much as the meta is calling me to come play, I'm not gonna play it just yet. But put in this engine and be like, okay, this is somewhat meta, this is not meta, it's roguish, and this will catch people by surprise. So let's see what my starting hand is. Got a Raviel, Imperm, Awakening, a Haman, and a Branded Fusion. If you was going first, you pretty much go in the Albaz package into Mirror Jade, set Imperm. But if you're going second, you got your Chaos Summoning Beast at the ready. Especially if you lose a dice roll. Chaos Summoning Beast at the ready. So how I play this hand, go him. Tribute that. Go Haman, always Haman. Then banish to get my Fallen Paradise. Fallen Paradise. Got that. Activate. Use the effect to draw 2 cards, which is okay. Opening and another Imperm. So that is actually good. Well, you already ate up your normal summon. Go opening of the Spirit Gates. And then you will search out. It's up to you, but you can search out Cerulean Skyfire. Because you need to negate. And if you're going second, because you actually attack with them because you're going second and it can't be targeted. So yeah, that'll work. So you activate. Let me know if you can't see it. Enhance. A little bit down. I got a little room with here. Shooting Skyfire. Then now you can go with your branded play. Branded Fusion. Or if you just want to set up, that's fine. Branded Fusion. You would go Albaz for Branded Fusion. Albaz and Dark Summoning Beast. Put these in the grave. Now you're locked into fusions. And then you would go into which one that goes the banish. Okay, Lubellion. You got Lubellion, pay Imperm, drop his cost to return him. And Albaz to the deck. And then you go Mirror Jade. Albaz that to the deck to summon Mirror Jade. Use You can use Cerulean's Opening the Spirit Gates effect to pitch the other Imperm. To special summon Chaos Summoning Beast. Tribute. Special summon Uriah. And mind you, this is from going second. Uriah can target pop and they can't chain to the activation. And you can also banish Dark Summoning Beast to search out your second Haman if you want to. But since I used the Beast effect, I cannot attack. So this will be my end board right here. And I'm not going to use his effect to banish, only on my opponent's turn. Then set Awakening of the Sacred Beast, pass to them. Then if they draw, and then they go for a summon, you play Awakening, you gain life points, plus the monsters on their field, their effects are negated. So you got a skill drain and a life point gainer. And you got an ultimate negate for spell speed 3s and 4s. Just by switching this guy to defense. So if they play like Super Poly on your turn, on resolution, and attempt to activate the effect of Super Poly, switch them on to defense, and their Super Poly is dead. Or spell speed 3s, they go red reboot, switch, red reboot's dead. So this does stop spell speed 3 and Super Poly. So keep that in mind. So you ain't got nothing to worry about Super Poly if you got this board. And plus, if he leaves the field, you can go ahead and blow your opponent's monsters up. So no big issue there. So this is just to get you complete control, and then you can set up with your Haman. Uriah is just sitting there. He's 0 attacking defense, but if you get one of these in the graveyard, he'd be 1,000. But you can also use this to add a continuous trap from the graveyard to the hand. This one's continuous spells from the grave to the hand if you control level 10. And then if your opponent can't do nothing, then you can go on their turn, use this effect, dump a fusion material to banish, and then in phase add an Albaz from deck to the hand. Then you'll draw phase, you got a branded opening. Use Falling to Paradise's effect to draw 2 more. Foolish Burial Goods and a Foolish Burial. So this you with Foolish Burial, your deck lockdown. Use opening to get deck lockdown. And now you stop your opponent from searches, plus you got a skill drain on the field and a life point gain. So let's look at the next set of hands. So yeah, just once again, let me know what you guys think of this deck profile and just that little combo. But it's not fully shuffled, but even with the crappiest hands and going second, if just in case you lose a dice roll, you can put up some really good boards. Okay, I can show you one more combo. It was more like, oh, I got my cards flying everywhere. It's more like a hand-drawn situation than a combo. Like, what if I have this, or what if I have this or that in my hand? So if it was a really combo, I'll make another video in terms of the actual combo. But this is like a what if, what's in my hand type of scenario. Okay, let's give it like a cut somewhere like that. That's fine. And one good shuffle like that. And now let's look at our opening 5. Let's just say you decide to go first. You got your Albaz, Awakening, Branded Fusion, Ash, and another awakening. So straightforward. You just go for your branded play. You go for your branded play and hope you and hope you survive a Mirror Jade. And then you got Albaz for the follow-up to drop one of these to Super Poly or whatever they got on their field. And then use this effect to add one of these back from the graveyard to the hand. Stop theirs if you're playing a mirror match. And then the 6th card is Imperm. So no Sacred Beast engine starters. So I'm really going to invest in my time with this deck. I got a sleeve upside down. So yeah, I'm really going to invest my time in this deck. Because I feel that it complements each other. Even if I do not link some, if I don't have Branded Fusion in my hand, but I may wind up getting it later. That way I can save my link plays just in case I do draw Branded Fusion from Fallen in Paradise. And also let me know what changes you would have made if you were playing with it, as I may say. So let's go. Got a Branded. Got a Chaos Summoning Beast. Got Awakening. Period. And another Chaos Summoning Beast. It's not the best hand, but you can still make plays. It's potential 6, another Period map. But let's just see if you're going first. At the start of the main phase, you can just go your Reese, Period map. This should work for you. This is the standard play. Go for your Beckoning Beast. You take half life point. You activate, use the effect. You get your opening. Use that effect to get a, let's see what's in hand. Remember, you got Branded Fusion. Use that to get, since I got it, I'll go ahead and do the setup. I'll go ahead and set up since I got the Branded. Cerulean Skyfire. Activate. I can also normal summon. Get my extra normal summon. Normal summon. Branded Fusion. Albaz. Dark Summoning Beast. For your Rebellion. If anything, I should hold off on this one. It'll be easier if I just hold off on that one, because you're gonna get it back anyway. So Rebellion, then use the effect to pitch. You pitch your Cerulean. You go for your Fusion, return. Then your Albaz. His deck. Mirror Jade. So this is your board right here. Mirror Jade, Chaos Summoning Beast, Dark Beckoning Beast. You ain't got no level 10 yet, so you can't get Cerulean Skyfire out yet. So you're gonna use this effect. Pitch the second Chaos Summoning Beast you got as cost. Target your Dark Summoning Beast special. Use his effect Tribute as cost. Now you can bring out Haman in defense. And then use Chaos Summoning Beast Graveyard effect to banish. Add your Rabiel. Okay, Rabiel's in your hand now, along with Awakening. So you're gonna tribute the Chaos Summoning Beast, summon the Rabiel, put him in defense, why not? Usually I would link him off of Almaraz, but I already used Branded Fusion, so keep in mind that you got to find a way to protect him. And now I'm going to banish Chaos Summoning Beast out the graveyard. Fallen Paradise to the hand. I mean, they can't attack it nowhere because you got a Hamon in defense. But in this case, I'm going to put them in attack because of what I got in the graveyard. So Fallen Paradise is in the hand. Before I forget, activate this effect. Since I control a level 10. Graveyard to hand. Now activate it to give you that protection. Activate Fallen Paradise. Fallen Paradise, I said Fallen Paradise. Use Fallen Paradise effect to draw 2. Let's see what the 2 we get. We get a hand. And we get another Beckoning Beast. This is for follow-up, just in case. And then we got Awakening of the Sacred Beast. Go set. Reveal. And then this is what your end board is going to look like. Hamon, Dark Beckoning Beast, Rabiel in defense, and a Mirror Jade. So you got an interruption, a skill drain, and a life point gain. You got a negate, even spell speed 3s and 4s. If they want a super poly, just put him in defense. If they want a solemn, anything, pretty much negate anything. If they want to just go super poly, just put Hamon in defense. And if they want to go, if they want to summon Albaz to try to super poly one of your field, you can just go, they discard his cost, play Awakening of the Sacred Beast, and their effects are shut down because you got 2 Sacred Beasts. And on resolution, he would come out, he'd go to defense, and then you can search something like a Branded in red, put it face down, Dimension Destruction Fusion, opening, or just anything to set up. I would go deck lockdown